Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the month of August. Now Libra, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not. Also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Libra, also do understand that the only place you can get any of my products and services is my website, zaneintuitive.com. There's a link to that in the description below. Make sure you're using that link, and I'll never ask you for money or contact you about a reading, so just keep that in mind. I've also launched a Patreon, so if you want to support the journey on a deeper level and get some exclusive perks, you can check that out. Lastly, I do daily content on my Instagram, so if that is your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now Libra, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. All right. Do stick around to the end as well. We go through with another 9 cards and also clarify with some tarot oracle. Make sure everything's in view here, and we'll get right into this. Okay, looks good enough to me. Double kings here. And yeah, this looks like a great reading for you. Just as I say that, you have the death card on the bottom, which is totally fine, which I'll talk about here. You know, the death card people get afraid of, it doesn't always, in fact, I would say the majority of the time, does not mean literal death, okay? This is talking about the end of an old way of doing something, the death of a process, moving into a new space. It's talking about transformations. And sometimes things need to change. Sometimes we need to get taken out of our routines that we've been in for too long in order to get us to a new place. And that's truly what the death card is about. So major change coming in, big transformation this month. And you have the temperance card with it, which is the card that comes after the death, which means in this case, combining the two turnarounds. Okay, when you get those two combined, it's signifying a major turnaround throughout this transformation. Now, what's even more interesting here is you have this justice card in the middle. This is you showing up here in a very prominent position. Justice is the Libra card, and this middle position is the most important card in this spread because it bleeds into the rest. But you can see the scales here signifying Libra. It's also the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in your favor. And so it says that, you know, you will truly get the outcome you deserve here. If you have acted with integrity, this is a great sign. If you have done something shady, or you know you've done something wrong and you need to correct it, it's just a bit of a warning that there's like some sort of balancing happening here in your life. For you, I feel like this transformation is leading you to a passion of yours in the future. There's a huge event happening here for you in this month, and it's going to help. It's going to help you. Now you have the Empress here. This first column in these monthly readings, I typically read as like the beginning of the month or sometime maybe even in July, but you have the Empress, which is the most abundant card in the tarot. It's associated with Venus. Venus is the planet of luxury and wealth. Yes, it's a love planet, but it's also wealth. And so this is talking about fertility and therefore prosperity. What seeds have you planted that are now growing? This is a major sign of financial situations coming through for you, especially when next to the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. In fact, this upper row here, really nice. Money is on your mind right now, but you look to be pretty aligned with an abundant outcome here. So I like to see that. You have the Moon here, something not being as it appears for you, okay? There's temporary word of caution coming through for you with the Moon card. Emotions could be high at the beginning of the month. You know, I want to get more details to see what this is around, but you know, there's an ending here. along with that, in between the Empress and the Moon. Ten of Swords, another one of these cards that people get afraid of. But, you know, the thing about the Ten of Swords is, especially in this position, it says the worst is behind you. And you're moving forward here. You're giving yourself an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. I don't know what it is. I don't see job loss in the cards. I don't see that. There's something's ending here with the Death and the Ten of Swords. There's no doubt about it. There's no question. There's a major transformation happening. I think it's important to sort of keep your head above water with the Moon below that as you go through these changes, and kind of try to take this opportunity, these changes, as an opportunity to heal and grow and learn with the Temperance card next to it. This is angelic healing. It's healing just in general. It's balancing out your fire and your water, alchemizing, you know, having patience, balance, and moderation. It's a very good card. Associated with Sagittarius. Card's been coming in quite a bit. But, you know, to get this card after the Death, it's almost like getting the Star after the Tower. It's just always a welcome sign that you're going to really make the most out of this transformation or this transition that you're going through. So you have in your middle column here, you have the Temperance, Justice, Knight of Pentacles. So this is good. You have this Knight of Pentacles above, which is a financial event happening. Like I said, I feel like this is pretty significant in this reading. This is, you know, could be a word or some sort of, it's typically an event with the Knights relating to the material. So for you, it's finally getting this outcome that you've been wanting with the Justice card below it. This can mean, you know, getting a job that you've been trying for. You know, if you've been applying for a lot of different places, it's one of those coming through. The thing is, there's an element of time with the Knight of Pentacles. It takes time to, this is like a card that like you sort of like have been marinating something with, right? It's not a quick win. It takes time. And it's also as an element of you, as an aspect of yourself. You're hardworking, you're dependable, people rely on you. And, you know, moving forward here, we'll just actually start at the bottom with this King of Pentacles. This is the other card. This comes, you know, Knight and King of Pentacles, two of the court cards in the Pentacles suit. This means you are hardworking, okay? Both of these cards indicate dependability, anything like that. This is somebody who's wealthy, and they're well-to-do. They've done well for themselves. In fact, they're sitting on a gold chair, and they've gotten there by sticking to their routines and doing the things that they know bring success and results. Now, above that, you have, in this corner, you have the Four of Pentacles. This is talking about, you know, finances stabilizing. I feel like that's what's coming through for you, is you deserve that sort of stability. You deserve this outcome for yourself here, and you've done something to set yourself up for that situation coming through. In the middle, you have one of my personal favorite cards. You have the King of Wands. This is somebody who lives their life with passion. They always do what they want to do. They never do what someone else wants them to do. If you find them in the office, they are the most passionate person there. You can just feel it. Typically, you might even find them in an executive role because they have created success around a passion. It's also the traditional entrepreneur. So love to see that for you. Now let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. It helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Libra, appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hope things are going well. Hope things are good for you. So the double kings there really sat out for me. I feel like, you know, there's like an opportunity for you to step into authority or take control of something in your life, achieve some sort of notoriety even, something like that happening here for you, Libra. Carnanos, life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increasing. Or are increased. So some of you are maybe involved in a creative project with the King of Wands. Very also sort of physical, passionate sort of king right there. And Carnanos, you know, talks about, yeah, I mean, some of you could be coming in contact with someone. Someone could be you could be meeting somebody. It's also talking about this life force that runs in you, that runs deep within your veins, that you can use to not only for, you know, sensual and sexual powers, but also for creative work, which are really the same things. You have Sanat Kumara, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Always a big sign to get that card, because it's, according to the author, the leader of this Keepers of the Light. And so it's also Venus energy from Venus. And so, you know, you have a message coming through loud and clear with these two cards and the King of Wands for sure. And Freya, phases and cycles. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Yeah, look, with the moon card, you have two cards indicating phases, cycles, the moon. You can see the moon in the background of that card there. And yeah, maybe just a temporary change happening here. I would say don't get super emotionally charged. I know, I mean, it's easier said than done, and you have free will. It's not like you can just stop some things like that from happening, but I would just be careful about having an overly emotional confrontation or something like that is what I'm feeling here, because that can happen when the moon is present in the tarot reading, in any tarot reading. And so, yeah. Let's see what else we have here. If I can shuffle. Okay. Let's get one more shuffle in here. Okay, you have the Hierophant. Like to see that. 9 of Cups. 3 of Wands. Yeah, so you've achieved some initial success here with this 3 of Wands, and it's like you want the phase to move quicker than it is. And I think that's where the deception's coming in. You're wanting something to happen quicker than it is. The 3 of Wands is a really good card. It's looking out to the horizon, having some sort of initial success, even working with others. I will say, you know, you may want to be careful within the team environment. You know, if you feel a certain way, don't let this be a self-fulfilling prophecy, but if you have an intuition about somebody, I would just not share your whole life with them. 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, wish fulfilled here around an ending. So you're releasing yourself from that situation and you're getting a win. Hierophant, abundance within an organization. You know, I mean, seriously, that's amazing. So you have this 2 of Wands. You have the King of Pentacles once again coming in, and the 4 of Pentacles. Someone at your organization, maybe even a mentor or just the leader within your organization here, really is noticing your hard work. Okay, noticing the work you put in, and you're getting that outcome based around that. You're probably first one in, last one out type deal coming in here for you. And if you're self-employed, all that work's going to pay off big time. Big time. The Temperance and the 4 of, we now have double 4s here with 2 4 of Pentacles and the Temperance. Yeah, I mean, listen, your financial situation is healing this month. It looks like finances are stabilizing. I would say Temperance can mean moderation, and the 4 of Pentacles is saying, like, don't go spend crazy. Like, just be careful of making any sort of large purchase that feels unnecessary. I would say think through any sort of large purchase at this time. Because there might be an increase in money, and sometimes when you get that, like, more cash flow or whatever, you feel like spending it right away when maybe the right move is to save it. That could be certainly up for review for you. 2 of Wands, you know, the research and the planning and the work that you've put in is paying off, is really what that's doubling down. It's doubling down on that. Yeah, the Moon. Be careful about Moon with 4 of Pentacles, now 4 of Pentacles, Temperance. Be careful about overspending here. 10 of Wands and the King of Swords. Wow. So 4 kings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, wow. So you are in boss mode here, Libra. You're bossing up. There's no question about it. Divine law and order. The King of Swords is very closely associated with Libra. So I feel like you are moving into you're just working hard is what is the message here, because the Ten of Wands also indicates another hard work card. It does say that there's maybe more work ahead. You might have an uphill battle ahead, but continue moving forward, continue carrying your wands, continue going ahead, and that burden that you're carrying will eventually be relieved from you. You know, with that moon, like I said, just be careful about your budgeting is what's coming in. I don't even know if it's, I mean, there are at least four people here, with actually five with the knight, with the four kings and the knight. So I would say maybe be careful with the moon coming in twice, double moons, and all these people here. So yeah, I would say just be careful maybe of that. Illusions are revealed and released. You may just like figure something out about someone. So let's see what else we have for you, Libra, for this month. Pretty straightforward reading. Hard work pays off is the sort of overall message. Community, okay. Official person. High honor, yeah. Sudden wealth, journey, message of concern. With community, double moons, message of concern, and Freya, phases and cycles, I would just say just trust what's going, like trust any intuitive feeling that you have around people at work, okay? That's what I feel like saying here. But other than that, you're getting recognized within your community. With community, high honor, which is a sign of good things at work. It means you are somebody who has integrity. It means people respect you in the workplace. And it's like medals and merits and increases. And the official person card is my HR card. So for you, there is something coming through here. There's no question about it. Sudden wealth, major change in your financial situation. Like I said, you may even feel inclined to spend some of it. And I don't know, the spirits may be saying, like, look at your budget. And yeah, message of concern. I would just say with that and community and all of the kings, and the moons, I would just say be careful. Be careful. So overall, this looks amazing though. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I'll see you in the next one.